Let's go! Welcome into Sports Saturday right here on the Fan Sports Network. I'm Joe Fisher III. Right across the faux marble table, Rashad Taylor.
What up, though?
Across the glass, Jordan Schultz.
Happy Saturday.
Hope you're enjoying your Saturday out there.
It's beautiful.
Tuning in here on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 The Fan, 1080 The Fan, the Odyssey app, YouTube, and Twitch for the kids. Yeah, it's not a bad day. Not going to be a bad weekend. Not going to be a bad weekend weather-wise.
No, it's nice out. It's the wrong weekend for that because it's also WrestleMania weekend, bro.
Ooh. I expected it's even the kind of weekend where not just Joe, but it's like Rashad also has a tea time. Like it's that good of a weekend.
It is, right?
See,
this one's shining.
The back is cooked right now.
Oh.
Yeah, the back it's crab meat at this point. It's just
Too much torque, bro.
Welcome
way
to
too
your
much
30s.
torque.
Way too much torque.
I'm telling you, pull it back, man.
Too much hip swerve.
Yeah.
You know? I get it in.
That's what we've been hearing.
Excuse me?
As Shannon Sharp said once.
Well, we all know he does.
He made sure we heard it.
I played way too much. Yeah, he certainly did. I played way too much golf in a short, 6-day time frame.
Yeah, you took
5 days.
full advantage of the weather that was out there.
Yeah, so now all that torque contortion on my lower back, on my lumbar is it's not doing great. Not doing great. So
Not gonna imagine, man. Golf hurts. Like
It does.
you don't think it just because it's not as physical as maybe say football, baseball, basketball, but the after effect of golf, like it's not necessarily at that time. It's when you go home or when you're out somewhere. I'm like, damn, my whole left side just burns right now. What's happening?
well, I don't know. I mean, we might get some physical activity in today. There's a big event tomorrow that we need to get ready for.
Naked bike ride?
No, not
that
the
would
naked,
be awesome.
not the naked bike ride.
Oh, okay.
We got Chehalis Valley Soccer Club going up against Capital FC tomorrow at Newburgh High School.
All right.
Yeah.
13U soccer, baby.
Uh
I
oh.
thought you were referring to the NBA
Let's
playoffs,
go.
but sure. All right.
So I might throw the boots on and get out to the pitch with Joey, my son, later today.
pitch.
and kick the ball around, and
It's a soccer field, man.
he can amaze me at how much better
We're
at soccer he is.
we're
Than,
American,
than
Joe.
I am.
You can say the soccer field.
No. You gotta use the right
You
vernacular.
can say
and the right
you can
words.
say you can say the soccer. You say nil too.
I don't say no.
You say no.
I say zero.
You look like a nil guy.
I'm a zero guy.
Do you guys know why it's called the pitch? I never knew this until like a few months ago.
No.
And
I don't know.
looked it
I
up.
watch Ted Lasso all the time though. I still don't
I
have
don't
no
know
idea.
why it's called
So
the
I had
pitch.
to refresh it, but Google AI says due to a 17th century practice of pitching, thrusting, or fixing wooden stumps. So I love how we're on torque and thrusting this morning. Seems to be a very
we're starting
common
early
theme.
with it,
yeah,
man.
exactly.
My
But
God.
It's gonna be a real aggressive show.
because of the thrusting of boundary markers into the ground around the field, they basically called it the pitch. Like, could you imagine like the groundskeeper mowing the lawn of like an NFL field? Like, what are we gonna call it? Like the mow or something?
England is like
that's
Middle
really
Earth,
weird.
man. Like
They're dumb.
seriously, like man, it's everything just seems so. They're speaking English, but they're like real. I guess real English, but it sounds like this is.
There are some accents out there in the British Isles that are just insane.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys.
like you said, English, but completely.
What are we talking about?
Gobbledygook.
Yeah,
Seriously.
cannot understand a single thing they're saying.
Seriously,
Wild.
there's a couple things that were said when I was overseas. I was like, what? Like I need you, one more time, sir. Like, where do you?
You been
What are you
overseas?
asking me? I have, man.
Oh,
I
look at
have
that.
quite a few times, man.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
so
Nomadic Rashad.
very, very,
Very well traveled.
I'm very well traveled, man. Kind of a big deal, a lot of places. But
A rich mahogany.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen those. And forgive me, I don't know what the name of the two guys are, but they're British guys, and they usually go to like a high school or middle school, and they give like these school kids American food.
Oh yeah,
So
I've
they get,
seen
like,
videos, vice versa.
Right,
Like
yeah,
British
you know.
kids getting American food, American kids getting British food. Yeah.
So I'm watching yesterday, and they're on with some. I don't know. I guess he's like a British actor, and he's a pretty big deal over there.
All right.
Yeah, right. And so they're giving him all this food, and he's talking. I'm like, what the f is he? What is he saying? I don't
Getting
understand.
a bit of scran, is
yeah, yeah. I don't understand. And the way they think about us, like,
Scran?
he? You know, scran. It's like SCRAN. Scran.
What is it?
It's just food. It's
Oh,
just
I'd never heard that.
see, that's what I'm talking about.
A bit of scran.
What are you talking
Teaching
about?
me
Yeah.
things.
So that, and just listening to the way they talk about like Americans and American food, like they must really hate us over there.
Yeah, it's-
Everything is like, man, yes, of course, this is what they have in America. It was like, whoa.
It's like grub. Scran is grub, basically. Like, you know, just like a little snack, you know. Scran, aye.
So
Stock
they call fries chips.
Yep.
But they
that's it.
call chips crisp, and it's like it's
yeah.
so confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah.
Yeah, the whole pudding thing, kind of along with those lines, like it's not like pudding, like chocolate or vanilla pudding, but it's like a minced fruit
Yeah,
bread, like, or it's a meat, but you think it's a meat, but a lot of the times it's just like fruit and a bunch of other crap together in like a pastry. And I'm like, that is not pudding. Shut the F up.
Listen,
like, I
man.
can't get over that.
Should we do a British words versus American words here? Get something pulled up.
I know there's one we can't say that it means cigarette there. So
Oh.
that one, like, we'll
Why
knock,
not?
We'll knock that one right off the list right now.
I'll put an accent on it. We'll be fine.
Okay. All right, Joe. Ready? 1, 2. No.
I'll say this too. There are these. Again, I guess I'm really into British culture for whatever reason because I've just been scrolling and they're
You like yourself
always
a
they're
little
always
lass.
on the timeline. But there are these two old dudes that are rappers.
That's
I'm
Scottish.
sure you've seen them. Like something in Bass. Forgive me. I'll find the name. You know what I mean? But these two British old dudes, like literally like 70s, going so hard, man. Super
drinking?
hard. No, rapping.
Oh.
Rapping. Man, I'm telling you, the face you're making when I show you
Crikey,
this during
mate.
the break, like these dudes
UK
go
UK rap, UK old man rap.
old man rap, but it's better than any UK rap you'll hear. I guarantee it's better than any rappers from the UK that you'll hear. 100%. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but I guarantee there's somebody out there listening. Like I've heard of them, I follow them. Like I'm telling you, they're dope for no reason.
Well, here we go. They called like a cart, like a shopping cart at the grocery store.
Oh, no.
Do you know what that's called?
A trolley,
That is correct.
is that right?
Yeah, a trolley. That is correct. Trash. Do you know what they call trash there?
Rubbish.
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 Yes.
Is it that
rubbish.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Rubbish. So
Oh, half of it.
kind of, yeah, I'll give you a half a point.
Thanks, buddy.
For creating a new word, I'll give you a full point. Rubbage.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I think that's a
the
word.
American word. Yeah,
I think rubbage means something else, though.
probably
Probably
so.
right.
Let's see here. A vacuum, they just simply call it a Hoover. They,
Well, yeah,
they,
what's like under the name?
they just
Hoover?
put the brand
Yeah.
name on it. You
Sorta
know, kind of
like
like
Google it.
like Band-Aid. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's, it's just sometimes a brand just gets placed with it.
They were the first one to do it.
Give me a
so.
Ziploc.
yeah.
Let's see here. They call sneakers trainers.
Trainers.
That's dumb.
So, I'm in Europe with my choir after high school, right? And we all got the same shoes on. They're these Nike Prestos, which are really ugly, but we all had a pair of them. They had like polka dots on them. They were tacky. Either way, the whole group has a pair of them. And then this kid, he's like 9 or something like that. Look, and he goes, look, and I can't say the word he says, but look, they all got the same trainers on, and we all look down at our shoes like jackasses and like, ugh, we look ridiculous walking through London.
You
with
bloke.
yeah, and he's like, look, Dad, they got all the same trainers on, and he starts laughing at us.
You
like,
blokes wearing the same
no,
trainers.
we look so stupid.
Matching trainers. God.
They also call popsicles ice lollies.
That.
I want
Ice
an
lolly.
ice. Mummy, I want an ice lolly.
Mummy.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, my daughter Lottie wants an ice lolly.
They got a biscuit. It's
It's a scone,
that's a cookie.
a cookie. That's right.
Our
Our
cookie is their biscuit.
our scones are their
So weird.
biscuits.
I think you're right on that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so like because every time they have Popeyes, they always break out the biscuits. The scones. It was like, okay,
All right.
no.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think I've seen that before.
But you're right. Biscuits are cookies.
Yeah, so they got a lot of those. They
It's
got a
so
lot of-
confusing.
yeah.
It's so confusing.
It's good for them.
I was so excited to see like
Good for them for making words fun.
a Pizza Hut or a Burger King there, and got there and was like, oh, worst. It was terrible.
Oh, like a
Like
British
yeah,
Pizza
yeah,
Hut?
like Pizza Hut or Burger King was like, because they don't use the meat that we use, and
Well, all
you know
their
we don't even
stuff's-
call it meat most of the
All their
time
stuff's
here.
bland as hell.
Yeah, but it was not great. Not
British
great.
food sucks.
Well, there you go. Some British grammar lessons for you on this Saturday morning. How about that? Didn't know we would go down that road.
No, you're welcome.
Didn't know we go down that path, did we now?
No, there you go.
Oi, oi. Come here.
I'm so glad. Could you imagine us doing a show like as Brits every week? Like I was
It's
thinking,
off.
yeah, if we lived in the UK doing this show every Saturday, that would sound
Talking about football all day.
Do they have
Football.
hot take artists? Like, is there a British version of Stephen A. out there?
That's a good
I'm sure they are. I'm sure,
question.
but I'm guaranteed he's a soccer analyst. I
No,
promise he is.
I would love to see.
You're so right.
I'd love to see a Stephen A. version.
What's with Tottenham again?
I would love
Tottenham
to
failed
see
again.
Each culture, each race of around the world, each country have their own
Spanish Stephen A. Yeah, yeah, the Stephen A. from Uganda. Like that'd be pretty cool. To see.
There is no direct equivalent, according to Google AI, with the exact same reach, volume, and ESPN style, though several UK sports figures are considered close counterparts in terms of hot takes. Simon Jordan?
I feel like the Brits are just too classy to
They are.
go down that road.
They are.
Yeah.
We
I
will
don't-
not stoop to such a
No,
level.
they're
Adrian
very, very classy.
Durham? Like, I don't know who these guys
We will
are.
not-
Nobody cares.
We will not stoop to that level of buffoonery with our debates of sport and athletics.
It's very dry. Not as fun as I thought it would be. Very dry.
All right. Also, getting ready for the show yesterday, I was dinking around in one of the studios. I found some lost drops that I meant to add to the show a while ago.
Okay, I'm not loving where this is going already, but
Actually,
continue.
I like yours. Yours simply you were.
Of course you do.
You were just stating fact one day, just spitting facts as you do, and then you just hit us with a.
I don't lie to you guys, baby. Oh, that was. I'm trying to remember what we were talking about.
I don't lie to you guys, baby.
I don't lie to you guys, baby. Hey, I wouldn't do that.
I like that.
Old Shad wouldn't do that to
You
y'all.
would not lie to us.
I wouldn't.
No.
I
That's
wouldn't.
that's why
I'm uncomfortably honest with you guys, man. Like
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
What can I say? What can I say? I'm guilty with the stories.
guilty with the stories, right?
And then I found some from when I was. I think this is when I went to the Post Malone concert.
Wyatt Iverson.
Yeah, but I was singing some of the other Post Malone songs.
I had some help.
Somebody pour me a drink. Somebody bum me a smoke.
Oh, yeah. I remember pulling those.
And then just quite simply,
Hell yeah, brother. There you go. That sounded like the Drewski guy.
I saw that wrote on like a bathroom wall recently. Just hell yeah, brother.
Why would some drunk ass was just feeling good?
Because why not?
F
You know,
Well, you know-
I guarantee there was something else written there, and he was like, "Man, why not? I'll write it there too. Write something there too."
You know, just bathroom wall art. Oh, and then I added this. Tell me what this is from. I think you'll recognize this, Rashad.
Is that the is that the shot from the Final Four?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
Yukon radio call.
Yeah.
The guy.
That.
Just
man.
the exasperated call that he. Let me play the full one for you.
Please.
and
The
then-
best one was the other teams. Oh, that's a technical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the best.
The desperation, as
Yeah.
many of us do when we know that our team is lost, trying to find something on the core of the field. Wait, I think he might have stepped out of bounds or something. I think. Wait, don't you get a foul if your jersey's not tucked?
Yep.
I think the play should be nullified. Please, someone.
Why do we suck?
Yeah. All right, here. Let me see if I can get this here. I'm doing some live producing here. Okay, so this was the Yukon final call when they beat Duke on the game winner a couple weeks ago, and it's just the exasperated yell from the guy Mike Crespino on Learfield, Yukon, just cracks me up.
Now ahead to Caden Boozer, and a steal. Mullins gets it. It's Caravan to Mullins, long-range three. Oh!
It's just
I get it, man. I think we all get it, you know, because you're a fan. You know, it's hard. You got to think about how professional, you know, those guys that are on the call have to be, because in most cases, if it's your home team, you know, if you're Kevin Calabro, you can't just let it go with the excitement like that. So, that was a really exciting moment for him. So I kind of feel him. So thank you for giving us that bit right there.
There you go. Yeah. Just some drops that I found in the ether.
Those aren't bad. I'll take those. I thought these were going to be really embarrassing, but I'll take that
Rashad,
one.
come on, man. I wouldn't play a prank on you. I wouldn't grab a bad drop, you saying something like this.
He gave me the nicest, longest piece of meat. So good.
It's still funny.
It's funny.
It's still funny.
I wouldn't pull a drop like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're a jerk, Joe.
This was supposed to be a good time, and now I can't sit for a week because of what you've done to me.
Oh my God. Jesus. What is happening this Saturday
We are
morning?
so mature.
All right, let's get to some sports stuff. Busy sports weekend. I mean, it's a little spicy, a little cheesy Saturday morning.
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
I mean, I think we're all feeling good for a lot of different reasons.
Let's get to some sports. Specifically basketball. Big basketball week this week in the city of Portland.
I hadn't heard.
We haven't had a big basketball week in Portland in 5 years.
I hadn't heard, bro.
Half a decade. Amazing. I'll eat a little bit of crow, but also, talk about this Blazers team who will now be in the playoffs as of tomorrow, starting in their series against the Spurs. We got other playoff series. We have to talk about T-shirts. I don't know if you've heard of the kerfuffle about T-shirts.
And possibly the reprieve as well.
Yeah, these T-shirts causing a hot debate, Rashad. I've never seen such,
controversy.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
Yeah, people going at each other's throats over T-shirts.
People scared it's a cheapskate.
Well,
we got a lot.
Well, now I got to see.
Unpack on that.
I don't know the most unexciting draft of all time. I bet that gets you excited to listen to this show. Something that's unexciting. How about that? This draft that nobody's talking about.
No one can. I was literally thinking that. It's like, man, we haven't mentioned one thing about the draft in like 3 weeks.
Nothing. We'll see what else we get into. But first,
documentary status this week?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
a documentary.
Got some famous folks in the building too.
I don't know if did you guys watch it?
Yes,
I did. Yes.
I am
man.
the only one of the show who has not watched it.
Hey man, I watched it right after the
But
play-in.
I have to blame someone on this very station for that. So we will do that. But let's start with what happened on Tuesday. The Portland Trailblazers did something that I haven't seen them do all season long, close a game out as they beat the Suns 114-110. We recap Tuesday night's awesome play-in game for the Blazers next here, Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network.
Tired of hard water stains on your dishes or running out of hot water in the shower? Three Mountains Home Services is here to make life easy. For a limited time, when you install a high-efficiency tankless water heater, you'll get a free water softener. That's right, free. Say goodbye to lukewarm showers and pesky hard water. Schedule with Three Mountains Home Services today and receive a free water softener when you install a tankless water heater. Google Three Mountains Home Services or schedule a free estimate online at threemountainhomeservices.com. CCB number 169499.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most.
That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connects to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
the meaning of this. He's going to rot in hell for what he did here tonight. My God in heaven, why is this happening?
There you go, Rashad. There's your Jim Ross JR drops.
Bring back JR for the night.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, for sure. One night, one match. Cool. Let him do Cody versus.
I thought you weren't cool with JR anymore.
What'd he say?
Didn't some stuff come out like
I mean,
a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Let's just say this. Shocker, old white dude that grew up in Oklahoma. Not exactly
said some racist stuff.
Yeah,
shocker.
Not
Shocker.
exactly a fan of other races of people other than whites.
Well, unless you're The Rock, who is racially ambiguous at that point.
Yeah, he looks so white.
No, The Rock has had movies with blonde-haired, blue-eyed babies, man. Like,
it is weird.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Hey, JR.
You son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why!
You're always going to hear that music in the background when he's talking because Triple H did something terrible.
That was Triple H's music. Oh, gosh. Well, speaking of wrestling, what is it? There's one Blazers player that is a big wrestling fan. In fact, one of his celebrations is the John Cena "You Can't See Me," where he waves the hand in front of the face, right? Well, we saw this Blazer player on Tuesday night ball the F out and drop 41 and lead the Blazers to the play-in game. Rashad, you know what? I'll say it. That was fun. Tuesday night was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. And it's pretty crazy what happens when you actually get competitive NBA basketball.
Yeah.
As soon as the play-in starts, teams and players are like, oh, yeah.
They ramp it up.
Let's okay. Yeah, that's right. Let's try and win.
Yeah. Yeah,
it is insane the level, and I believe I said this last week when we were going over some of the scores from the NBA the night before, 20-point losses, 15, 20, like it was just ugly. And I was like, just get me to playoff basketball. We didn't even need to get to the series. It just took the play-in just to see some great games. And boy, that
throughout the play-in too, not just our game, but.
Well, not so much that Orlando Charlotte game last night.
Not that one, but the first four play-in games were all dope.
Yeah, the ones on Wednesday as well. The 76ers Magic is a decent game, and then Warriors Clippers one at the end. But the Blazers Suns, what was great about that was just being like the sole show in the NBA.
Yeah, right.
As well. Like there was only one other game that night. You were the only game that was on, national audience, Prime Video, stakes in the game. So it was great just having the Blazers get that spotlight and then go out and, as I said, leading into this segment, doing something that I haven't seen them do. Close out a game and win a close game like that. Like when the Suns got a lead in the fourth quarter after they came back, because the Blazers had them at arm's length basically
most of the game.
Most of the game, yeah. Like up until about the third quarter, halfway through, and then the Suns chipped away, took a lead in the fourth quarter. And when that happened, I'm just like, dude, the Blazers are going to lose.
There it is.
Yeah, I was just like, they're going to lose.
Get ready for the next game on Friday.
Yep. Like they got to the Suns at one point, their probability on ESPN to win the game at the 3:31 mark in the fourth quarter. Jalen Green, who
he's been balling.
That would have been the worst part about losing that game is the fact that Jalen Green was the one that led them to the victory, dropping, 39, 38 points or something?
Yeah.
Anyways, at the 3.5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, Blazers were down by 8. The Phoenix Suns had a 93.8% win probability in that game. So, I mean, and it was before that point in the game. I want to say it was in, the early fourth quarter where I said I was just like they're gonna lose this game. I think they were down by 8, 9, 10 points, something
11.
like that, in early fourth quarter, and I was just like, this is
over.
And then Denny, man, he could not be stopped. Jeremy Grant hit 2 clutch 3-pointers down the stretch after missing everything all night long.
That corner 3 from him
also made a
clutch
defensive play. Drew made clutch 3. What was fun about this game is it seemed like everybody kind of had their moments. Like everybody kind of had a, whether it was a 2-3 minute to 5 minute stretch of kind of showing out. Whether it was Shaden, whether it was Scoot, whether it was Klingon, whether it was Rob. I mean, it was just
Chris Murray had 3 great plays in there as far as
getting
rebounds and some assists. I was like, man, great. Yes. No, for real. Like
he's good
everybody
at that.
everybody did their part. And you're right, Joe. Just when it looked like, man, this okay, typical Blazer basketball. Fourth quarter had a lead, not going to be able to hold it. Okay, get ready for the next game against the 8-9, right? That's or the 9-10. Excuse me.
What cracked me up about Chris Murray the other night is he came in and he got it was his first minutes of the night, and I was just like, he did something, and I say to my son and just say out loud, I'm just like, God, dude, why do we give him minutes? And then he made 3 different plays in the game that were great plays.
The big block. He had a big block at one point.
Defensively, he's amazing.
Listen,
and
how about this?
Every time he made a play, after I said, God, why do we give him minutes? My son mockingly looked at me. He's just like, God, why do we give him minutes? I'm just like,
son's on it.
How about
shut
this?
the hell up.
Well,
all right? I'm like, damn
how
you.
about this, guys? Chris Murray, 12 minutes, 0 points, 0 attempps.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
His offense is ass.
Hold on.
He should not be shooting the ball.
3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 rebound, plus 10 on the night.
That's the Fisher stat line right there. You don't want me shooting.
But you affect the game.
Oh, rebounds, passing. I do it at other spots.
Damn right.
But what
I do doesn't show up on the box score is what Coach says.
what
You're
Denny,
Nick Batum.
What Denny was able to do in that game, especially at the end of the game,
yeah, man, he
was like I said, I'm always going to defend him because I see how easy it is for him to score, and it's been awesome for the last 3 days to listen to all the pundits and all the everybody give Denny his flowers and say, man, this kid is unstoppable.
He was cooking.
There's nothing he can't do, as far as getting to the rim. If it's one-on-one, that clear out, as soon as he cleared everybody out, I said, wrap. I'm going straight to the rack. I'm 6'8". It looks like he runs a 4.40 or something like that. He's just so fast, and then I'm at the basket. There's nothing you can do. You're either going to foul me, which, again, he's not getting these fouls like Shea, right, to where you just tap him a little bit and he's hitting the ground and stuff. He's actually getting to the rack and finishing shots. Hey, man, I don't want to hear any more from anybody else. The first person I text is Jason Swigard, and said, now, I'd love you to tell me now about how Denny is not a number 1 scorer. Tell me that now.
Well, again,
I don't want to hear that from you. Don't want to hear any of what you're talking about. Yakety schmackety. That's what it is.
All right. All right.
But you can say it because we have a radio show.
Okay. Denny on a championship team is not a number 1 scorer. On this team, playing team 7C Blazers, yeah, he's a number 1 scorer.
All right, I'm going to push back on that. He is literally the number 14th or 15th top scorer.
There's
in the
30
NBA
teams in the league,
point, right?
and he's.
So
I think we're all saying the same thing, but in different ways. I'm not saying he's clearly number 1 scorer. He dropped 41 the other night, and he was the main option down the stretch. It's clear he's a number 1 option on a championship winning team. I think he's number 2.
Well.
And so, this Blazers team, what a championship roster looks like with Denny on there, I think it's having another huge star on this team that complements Denny, and Denny complements him.
His name is Damian Lillard. He'll be back.
I don't know if that's going to be
championship team. What's your definition there? Are we going the Thunder and the Lakers? What's the definition there?
Thunder championship
teams that can compete for a championship, or teams that are guaranteed to win a championship.
So we're talking about Knicks. 5 or 6 teams.
Because there's exactly there's only how many teams realistically this year? How many teams do you truly expect to win the championship? I say 4.
I was going to say about 5.
So you're talking about what? Jaylen Brown, or in a healthy year, Jason Tatum for the Celtics. It's Victor Wembanyama for the Spurs. Yeah, of course these guys are great, but. Yes, if Denny were on a team with any of them, I think that's a pretty easy statement to make that, they're better. But Denny is also really good. Denny doesn't fit, in that kind of offense right now. You don't pair him up with a Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland. That just wouldn't work. So, yes, he is the Blazers option, right? I feel like I don't know. Is it because Portland hasn't had a true superstar outside of Damian Lillard, in the last 10, 15 years, to where that secondary complementary piece?
Yeah, Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was considered the 3rd best 2-guard, not named Kobe and D Wade at that point.
Well, yeah, 10, 15 years though.
Yeah.
That's Brandon Roy was pre-2010.
And dude, if we're sitting here in a year and the Blazers are a 3 seed and that's with Denny being the lead option, then I'll eat some crow. Then I will be you know what, I was wrong. Didn't think that this team could be this successful with Denny as that main option. But I don't want to take away from what happened on Tuesday. Don't want to veer off the road too much on that because yeah, man, it was awesome. And it was just watching that game.
A lot of fun.
Watching that game, it was one of those moments where I'm I miss this. I miss meaningful basketball. I miss meaningful Portland Trail Blazers basketball. And what, like, I kind of just realized with this team is that it is very much like a island of misfit toys, this team. Like, Denny was traded from the team that drafted him, wasn't anticipated to do anything. He was traded for Malcolm Brogdon, a 14th overall pick, and Bub Carrington.
How's Bub doing?
I think that Bub is bursted at this point over there in Washington. I don't think it's going great. You have Drew Holiday, who's he's old. He's not the same player anymore. His run, he's over. He's done. Jeremy Grant, who has a disgusting contract, which we gave him, so that is kind of our fault. But now he's like kind of, not wanted in the city almost because of the contract. Some people love him. Some people don't like him because of last year's results.
Well, plus I think we've been told he was going to be traded for the last 3 years, and then he ended up being an integral part of the team. So, Joe, make an effing decision on that one. But you're right. He needs to play better.
Yeah, I mean, like Scoot, Shaden, both. We know the story on both of those guys. Like, some of the fans want him. Some people don't. I mean, Rob Williams, he's a cast-off from that Celtics team because of the injuries. Matisse Thybulle, he's a cast-off because of all of his injuries, and he's finally getting minutes. Who am I forgetting here? I mean, Donovan Clingan, one of our draftees. I mean, want to talk about a traditional big and a non-traditional big NBA, and he's making a difference in the league. So I just feel like just watching this team, Tumani Kamara, second round pick, thrown into the Damian Lillard or the Yusuf Nurkic trade or whatever a couple of years ago with the Suns. So I feel like all these guys just kind of like melded together. Like I was saying, it's like the island of misfit NBA players. It's just, guys that either feel like they should deserve a little bit more credit, credence, and all of them together as a unit. It's a fun team when it's fully healthy. And wouldn't you know it, at this point in the season, now that we're in the playoffs, they're fully healthy.
And I know we're against it, but that was the next thing I was going to say is the fact that this is the first game since the first game of the season that you have everybody available, right? Jeremy Grant played, and while he wasn't great, in those 19 minutes.
Sissoko didn't have to get minutes.
CD didn't have to play. Blake Wesley didn't have to play.
Right? But he didn't have to play.
However, CD is a good person to come in if, for whatever reason, and we're knocking on wood here, if for whatever reason something goes wrong, and now you have to plug CD in to back up Chris or Matisse, or now he's got enough experience. Now all of a sudden, Love. Love has the experience at averaging 10 points a game in big minutes to be able to go out there and hit some big shots. So at least when these guys are in the game, you're not like, who the hell is he? And what is he going to do now? Now, you're not as worried because CD can play some good defense. He can finish at the rim for the most part. So, yeah, I think it's a good problem to have.
Well, let's keep the Blazers conversation going, finishing up talking about this game against those the Phoenix Suns on Tuesday because, man, those guys, they were – you want to talk about a new team to hate. I give you the Phoenix Suns. My God. And then talk about their playoff matchup. That will be starting on Sunday against the Spurs. More Blazers talk here next. Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network. But first, Jordan Schultz, A Sports Center update.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, a very busy Portland sports weekend. You got the Timbers tonight taking on Minnesota in MLS play. Make sure you stick around right here on the Fan Sports Network. Coverage gets going at 4:30, and game time is at 5:30, of course. You can watch it as well on Apple TV. Over to the PGA RBC Heritage Round 3 happening over in South Carolina right now. Matt Fitzpatrick atop the leaderboard at 14 under. He is with Victor Hovland getting going at 11 today. Hovland in second at 13 under. Harris English in third. The next closest, he is all the way down at 10 under, though. And over to the NBA, as we were just talking about, big game tomorrow for the Portland Trail Blazers. Game 1 of their first-round playoff series against the Spurs in San Antonio getting going tomorrow night. It's an NBC Peacock game. It's a 6 p.m. tip. And make sure you can actually watch that because, no local sports broadcast for the Blazers' first-round games. Very different from traditional years before. Only available on NBC Peacock at 6 p.m. tomorrow. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson. Weekdays 2 to 3. The Fan Sports Network. 105.1 FM and 10.
Trying to find something to watch here in the studio, and I've landed on bass fishing. Look at that hog.
This is Bassmaster?
Yeah, I'm on the outdoor channel. Look at that hog. What is that? Is that a 9-pounder?
Can you fish?
Look at this guy. He's shaking. I'm shaking, Billy. Look at my hand.
Nobody's cheating, right?
Look at this hog. Yeah, throwing weights down the
Where's
gullet.
weights in fish? I can't. That's a viral clip.
Oh, we're getting the replay. Yeah. We're getting the second look brought to you by. And look at this. He pulls it out. A nice 9-pound largemouth.
Look at that slippery.
That's a big bass.
That's a big ass fish.
That's a big bass. Honestly,
that's feeding the family for the night.
Do we do the play-by-play of the outdoor channels? Bass Pro Shops Championship, Major League Fishing.
I don't know enough lingo of like fishing talk.
Oh my God, there's Ben Simmons.
I'm sure. Jeez, I'm sure a whole 700 people are watching that right now.
Dude, it looks like they're in Oregon. They're on a beautiful little lake. Nice little terrain backdrop there.
Yeah, I need to get fishing sometime soon. Do you fish?
You would think with my last name I would know a little something, about angling. I do not. No. The last time I went fishing, I broke my my rod, and I was like, yeah, I think this is a sign from
not
God.
for you, huh? Jordan, do you fish?
Just stop.
It's been a long time. I used to with my dad, but I'm so bad at it.
My dad.
Just so bad.
My dad books the charter boats, though. We did do that one time out of Garibaldi, where we got on a boat. And those guys, I mean, it's so easy. Everything's set up for you. They take you to where the fish are, and they say, all right, drop them. And then you just drop them. In.
These guys aren't sitting on buckets. They're going to where the fish are. Like, typically, if you don't have a boat, then you're waiting.
Well, they got
not fishing.
They got these radars and stuff like that where they can find, them in the water. And look at that. He's pumped. Fist pumping that one.
Yeah,
that's a good 6-pounder.
I will usually go get some sturgeon with my guys, man. That's sturgeon fishing is fun. Like Those joints are huge.
Oh yeah, dude, they're dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They're swimming amongst the bottoms of the Willamette. At the bottom of the Willamette, you'll find lime scooters and sturgeons the size of Rashad. 6
They have
foot
to be.
3.
They have to be if you want to keep them.
Anyways, Blazers basketball. Yeah, that was fun on Tuesday night. And it was especially fun beating the Suns just because, again, the circumstances of that game, Dylan Brooks being Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green pouring in 35 points, it was getting a little annoying. And then, like, the refs were terrible.
They were awful.
Oh my god.
Both ways. Like they were pretty bad.
So it was I was starting to get chafed a little bit there. I was getting angry with that game. And the Suns, yeah, I mean, I think Dylan Brooks, I think that's fair to say that basically whatever team he's on is everybody's, top 3, top 5 most hated team.
Probably. He's one of those guys. He's just got a punchable square face. Like he's not a guy, and mind you, I know there are a lot of people out there that are like, well, he's a duck. Screw that noise.
Yeah,
man.
he's a tough one to claim.
Yeah,
I claim him. Always. Once a duck, always a duck. But he's the one that pushes the line, and at least it's all on court stuff. It's not like he's a terrible person.
Yeah, he's probably a great dude off the floor. And I'll say this: if it came to a Dylan Brooks was on the Blazers, okay, I'll take it.
Well, yeah, he's one. He's
that sucks.
He's
Okay,
the
let's come on, bro.
classic
We got you.
case of you hate to play against him, but if he's on your team, you absolutely love that.
Because he's what he is, and we can deny this. And this is one of those things about basketball. Like, you don't always have to be the best scorer or the best player to make an impact on a team, right? So Dylan Brooks, everywhere he goes, his team is that much better, when he gets there. And then he brings a certain level of toughness, and you can call it fake, you can call it whatever, but he does that, and his teammates follow him. And everywhere he goes, people love playing with him. So, yeah, he's an annoying dude to play against, but
he's
damn,
such a
you'd love to have him
cornball
on
sometimes.
He is. He's corny as hell.
There was one play that happened, like a foul got called or something like that, and he comes out of the scrum with the ball, ripping through, and then he bites the basketball.
Just corny. Man, chill out, man.
I'm just like, dude, oh my
God. Nobody's afraid of you, Dylan. Stop it. Stop it.
I will say he's improved his offensive game immensely this season.
Best scoring output he's had.
Yeah. But and hey, they were able to get it done last night against the Golden State Warriors. Did you have a preference in that one last night? Would you rather want the Warriors or the Suns? Because listen, as much as I don't like the Suns and Dylan Brooks can be annoying, ain't no way I want to see the Warriors have to play any more games than they already need to.
Yeah, I mean, if the Warriors weren't if they weren't so beat up, and maybe if Jimmy Buckets was on the floor, then I would have probably said it would have been good to see Golden State in the in this predicament and what they could do against OKC in the first round. That would have been cool. But for the most part, we've seen enough of this team this year. They just weren't very competitive. The Blazers kind of ran over them. Most teams just kind of ran over them this year. They would have been the only team in the playoffs with a losing record. So, we're good. By proxy, you're out.
Well, it's kind of funny that they just put on the perfect example of this team, the Golden State Warriors this year. It's you did not want to play them in a play-in game because of what they did to the Clippers in that first game, right? You're this is why I want to avoid playing the Golden State Warriors is because of this.
Yeah.
And then the next game, them playing the Suns, you then realize this is also why I don't mind playing the Warriors because they don't have anybody outside of Steph.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you saw the first game, other people came to play. Was his name Sanchez for? I can't remember.
Oh.
I don't even know who's on Golden State's roster half the time, but you saw a resurgence of sorts for Porzingis. He looked good for a little bit in that first game.
Pingus.
Yeah, you saw Al Horford dial it back a little bit, and he was good and hit some clutch threes, 3 threes in a row towards the end of that game.
Oh my God, that was insane.
And then when you got Steph Curry hitting shots as he's falling into the crowd, there's a video of him falling into the crowd and turns to the person did that go in? And then celebrates after he goes, man, this dude is unreal. So, no, I don't want that Warrior Magic anywhere near me during the playoffs. Absolutely not.
Well, the playoffs are about to begin. In fact, we are just 15 minutes away from the first game getting underway.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at today's slate of NBA action, the playoffs, tomorrow's slate, and just the series overall. In hour number 2, we'll get more into the Blazers-Spurs series and dive into that a little bit more in depth. But since our last segment here, hour 1, will be a little truncated, we will get into these first-round matchups and what is exciting us the most. Do that next here on Sports Saturday. Fan Sports Network.
Can't sleep? You've tried?
Chickamauga River, and the Rashad, I'm going to let you say the other one.
No, you say it.
No, I think
How you say it again? Say it again.
I'm going to say this very, very slow and space it out.
Very slow. Every syllable.
Nick A. Jack. It's a lake in Tennessee. Nick A.
They made
Jack.
it. They wanted it to sound like that.
We are not. Yeah, God.
No. We wanted it. They wanted it to sound just like that.
Should I say it as fast as possible?
Nope.
Please don't.
Probably going to be way worse.
Whoo! Well, yeah, they're reeling in some hogs here on the Outdoor Channel. Some big old fish.
Yeah, I got to get out there, man. This is just inspired me.
Probably getting a lot of these out there on the boat.
Hell yeah, brother. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Probably getting a little bit of this out of the Bluetooth speaker on the boat.
I had some help.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
lots of it.
There's a Toby Keith playing on that
some
boat.
Kenny Chesney, like something, it's going down.
Somebody pour me a drink.
Yeah, it's going down for sure.
I
Is that
mean-
a catfish? What's he got there? No, another bass. Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, well, I didn't know we could catch catfish in a bass pro championship.
That's worth two.
I'm like, what?
You guys catfish guys?
Eat?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had catfish.
It's not
now I
that
think
great.
about it.
Joe,
Hey,
your black heart just gets taken
Hey,
further and
hey.
further away.
hey.
I've had like catfish fish and chips. That's really good.
Okay.
So, but I've never
Where was it?
Corbett Fish House here.
Okay.
And they did fish and chips, and
Yeah, okay.
they had every halibut,
All right, they legit, they
cod.
legit,
Yes,
they
thank
cool.
you. All right,
They cool.
I missed them a lot, but no, it was slightly greasier than the rest of them, but good. I've never had catfish like just as a fish spread though, or a regular fish dish.
Okay.
Yeah, can't say I've ever had catfish.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that great
can't-
to me.
Can't.
But-
Yeah.
Can't
Y'all
think of it.
got to hang out more, man. I feel like you guys have been very sheltered and not had a whole lot. Y'all got to come Come hang out with your boy, man.
I need to come to the barbecue,
I'm
please,
scared.
because I'm missing out on some really good flavors.
Playoffs. NBA playoffs start today. NHL, does that start today too, or is that
I thought that was
tomorrow?
Tomorrow or Monday. Hold on.
Today. Starts today as well. This is a great time. Getting both NBA and NHL, because as much as we don't know about NHL, it's still
Playoffs go hard.
Playoffs are still awesome.
Yeah.
But the NBA playoffs start today. All 3 of the 4 games will be on Amazon Prime Video. And the first one starts here in, 10 minutes, actually. Oh, I might have to log in to start watching that here in the studio as the Raptors and Cavaliers face off in battle. Game 1 of the NBA playoffs. Eastern First Conference Round 1. Series starts 4:18.
That was good. That was very extreme.
Most confusing promo of all time.
You need to do movie trailers. You're missing your calling.
Basketball, Cleveland, Toronto. Be there.
You're actually not bad at voices. You probably should consider doing some voice
Speaking
stuff.
of that, you know what I am excited for tonight, or tomorrow night, excuse me? The Prime Video intros for these games are going to be cool, but the NBC Peacock games for the one tonight, and then tomorrow night, including our own Trailblazers.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Bob Costas comes back and does all the playoff games like he did on NBC, calling the playoffs in 99, 2000-ish, that era. But
that would be great.
Oh, just hearing the Portland Trailblazers historical franchise,
that little bio they give right before they start.
Give it to me. Thank you. Exactly. All over that.
So Raptors Cavs, that's here in about 10 minutes on Prime Video. At 12:30, also on Prime Video, Timberwolves Nuggets. At 3 o'clock,
and Jokic.
And Jokic, be there. 3 o'clock, Hawks Knicks, also on Prime Video.
The Knickerbockers.
That can be a really good series.
That actually could.
5, and CJ McCollum. Back
Absolutely.
in the playoffs.
Can we say Jalen Johnson's coming out party possibly to the nation here?
1,000%.
This is going to be exciting to watch for him.
22.5 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 8 assists per game for Jalen Johnson this season.
He is
a nasty.
If you can believe it, that's been impressive, but that's probably not even the most impressive part of what this team has been this year.
Nasty.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Oh, yeah?
Who saw this leap coming for him? We knew he was good. We saw him play in the playoffs.
Blazers legend in Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
They chose Elijah Hughes instead of Neil Alexander-Walker.
Did he ever actually play?
No, they traded. The Blazers had him briefly and then continued. It was like a 3-way to Utah that got them Elijah Hughes and sent Alexander-Walker away. It was one of the stupidest decisions. Now they got Denny, but imagine Denny with Neil. Oh my God, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Oh my God.
And everybody kept kind of glazing the fact that he is Shea's cousin. Right, so
that's right.
Yeah, and so the maturation as a player isn't shocking me right now.
And then the Saturday's action is capped off with Rockets Lakers 5:30 on ABC.
Chance to be the best series in the playoffs in the first round.
Highly underrated series.
Yeah, that's a chance to be the best series in the first round.
I'm gonna push back on that, but let's just get to the rest of the games, and then we'll revisit that because there's a few series I want to kind of touch on. There's a couple series I don't particularly care about, like Magic Pistons. Okay,
that could be chippy though.
Hey, 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Magic are gonna fire their head coach once the series is over.
10 a.m. tomorrow, ABC. This is the series to me that could be sneaky good. 76ers Celtics. As long as Embiid can get his ass back from that appendectomy, then that could be a spicy series.
Hey man, these two teams hate each other. Historically, I was watching the Celtics.
Boston,
thing.
Philly. Come on.
They have always kind of hated each other, for a long time. That's where Wilt played for most of his career, and so he and Bill Russell dating back to that. So there's going to be a lot of stiffness in that game. A lot of people throwing some elbows. A lot of people throwing some maybe put a little knee out there to trip somebody up. This is going to be a physical game, or it's going to be a physical series, I think.
There will be a lot of stiffness.
Oh yeah.
You bet.
Yeah.
We are just on it today.
Suns Thunder 12:30 ABC. And then
that doesn't ruffle my skirt whatsoever. I don't know about you guys.
It's the Thunder playing the 8 seed. It's probably going to go about as we expect. But I expect it also to get a little feisty just because of the Dillon Brooks factor.
I get it. It's the West, but I guess I was hoping for a scrappier matchup in that 1-8 against the Thunder. I don't know. The Clippers, I thought would have been a better matchup against the Thunder than the Suns.
Suns are a little scrappy.
Suns aren't a bunch of punks. That's the one thing I will say. And Devin Booker has not played his best basketball over the last 2 games. I don't think that's going to last forever. And also last year, we forget, Jalen Green showed out these last 2 games because last year in the playoffs,
he disappeared.
He got so bad that they traded him.
He had like one game. He had like one good game, and then the rest of them, he had like 8 points,
awful,
5 points.
Awful. He got benched at a point.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want to play him, and so he had to come out and play well and show what he was worth.
3:30, NBC Peacock. Magic Pistons, that one, again, as far as if you want to rank series, which ones get me most intrigued, that might be the least intriguing of them all. I've never seen a team like Orlando care and not care at the same time. Like them beating Charlotte last night like they did, I was like, wait, I thought you guys wanted the season over like a week ago.
Did not expect that.
Like, what the hell? So that'll be 3:30, Orlando Magic versus the Pistons. And then the nightcap, 6 o'clock tomorrow night on NBC. The Portland Trailblazers, your Portland Trailblazers, my Portland Trailblazers, our Portland Trailblazers take on the San Antonio Spurs.
One more time. Sorry. Hell yeah. I have not heard Blazers basketball with this song since,
the last time they played on NBC?
Well, I've heard it earlier this year. I mean,
no, I said Blazers playoff basketball.
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
It's got to be 0-1, right?
2001.
The sweep to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, now can you turn this music off because now I'm depressed. Well, I was stoked, and now I'm like, wait, oh God, when's the last time we heard this music for playoff basketball? Was that
when we gave up a 14-point lead? Go watch the
Lakers.
Jailblazers documentary. You'll be even more sad.
Okay, maybe I'm not as stoked about playoff basketball anymore. So that's the slate this weekend. Just to kind of jump back to today's game, that Rockets-Lakers game, I don't know about it being very competitive. I just wonder, LeBron, the one thing about this series that is going to be intriguing to me is having to see LeBron put the team on his back, and it's somewhat funny that he finally has like a good supporting cast around him where he doesn't really need to be the focal point. And the 2 main guys are not available for the playoffs, and LeBron is right back in the playoffs having to carry a team by himself. I find it hilarious that even at the age of 41, 42, whatever, he's just like, damn it, man, can I just, please, one season where I don't have to put the team on my back. So I'm intrigued to see how that looks and what this Lakers team look. Honestly, I'm intrigued to see what DeAndre Ayton does in this series. If he actually steps up and does anything meaningful. Austin Reeves said, I heard this on a podcast show, I don't know, somewhere. Austin Reeves basically said as much that DeAndre Ayton is their X factor. That when he shows up and actually wants to play, it completely changes.
They're a different squad.
And that's the problem with DeAndre Ayton is when he wants to show up and play. And we'll see what happens with it being playoff basketball. Maybe that's what gets him going. And LeBron, gets under him, gets under his skin a little bit, gets into him a bit more. Because, this is like that. LeBron's going to have to do it himself, but if he's going to get some help, it needs to come from someone like DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, because at this point,
because I don't know who is going to help.
And you just said it right there. Who else is going to help you? At this point, like everybody else is pretty much out. Like, are you expecting Bronny to come in and play significant minutes for you after Luke Kennard because he's going to be your starter? More than likely. Like, are you expecting Marcus Smart to truly have like a playoff outpour? Now, mind you, Marcus Smart is a former defensive player of the year, has been on some playoff teams that have went deep into the playoffs, but will he, I think there's a lot of question marks for this team. The one thing that you do know is that you have LeBron James. And as long as you have LeBron, the chances of you winning they're up there, but the other team it's not even KD. That Asar Thompson kid.
They got
Amen Thompson, excuse me. Amen Thompson or Asar Thompson. 6'7", you know what I mean? Like whatever you want to choose. Like, but Asar is dope. Amen, the length, his ability to guard a lot of people. He plays really well against Wemby for no reason. Like, they got a really good team in Houston. So I think Houston's going to win, but I think LeBron is probably going to do very, very LeBron things.
Well, this is why, like, again, you brought up Amen Thompson. Kevin Durant, just their team. It's not the LeBron factor for me. It's the everybody else factor for me. And everybody else outside of LeBron does not match up.
Come on, Rui Hachimura. Step up and help your guy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like they're just deeper. They're a better team, and I'm nervous that LeBron. Like I'm nervous this could be like a 4-1 Houston. Quite honestly, that's why I know what I'm nervous about.
If they can get Luka back, and it sounds like they don't know if he's coming back from it's like an oblique or something like that. Is that what it is?
What was I thought it was like a hammy or something like that, or a lower body injury or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just know that he went to Europe.
Yeah, he's got a hammy. I think Austin Reeves has the other
oblique.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see if they get him back in time, man. But it doesn't sound very optimistic. It doesn't. It kind of just seems like at this moment it's like we're gonna play it by ear, and if they're available, great. But I don't know, man. I don't like they're out indefinitely.
Yeah,
it's not a matter of like day to day. It's like no, we're just out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, somebody else has to step in.
Hour number 2 coming up. Let's jump back into this Blazers-Spurs series, and then we'll look at some other NBA playoff series that are happening, that we're excited about. We also got a documentary to talk about, T-shirts to talk about, a fully Blazers playoff edition of Sports Saturday here on the Fan Sports Network.
Dirt and Spray. Dirt and Spray. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
You can try this at home.
The funniest part of this draft is the quarterback and the team he has to go to. I had a listener ask me this. Has there been less of a organizational look and sound of a player than
Hour number 2, Sports Saturday here on the Fan Sports Network. If you missed the first hour or any of our programming, you can get it wherever you get your podcasts, except our show you cannot get on Spotify because we're banned.
Not us.
It's just how we roll. We're troublemakers. We're disruptors. We're
That's what
shaking
we do.
things up. We don't need no Spotify. They need us.
Yeah, they need. You said it, Joe. Well said.
We actually bootleg CD all of our shows. And then
So if you need them,
you know,
you can get them outside.
we record it, download it, burn it onto a CD, and then we stand outside the building.
We can give you the last 3 weeks for $1.50 if you like.
It's not the most evergreen content, but it's it's content.
Yeah, it's content.
Content is king. That's what they say.
It's enough
right?
for you to ride down to Eugene and back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hope your Saturday's going well. Hope you are hanging out with us, even just for a little bit, before you go and do Saturday things. It's a beautiful day out. Don't know if you're going to go to the tulip farm or the, I don't know, any other kind of farm thing stuff going on today with the family.
No, not me.
I will say there's this farm out in St. Paul near where I live. I live out in Newburgh. Rep that Yamhill County, son. Throw up the Y. St. Paul, there is a little farm out there, and I forget what it's called, like Heritage Farms or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, I've heard of it.
But I remember I went on a field trip there with my son when he was in kindergarten. We're doing the whole farm thing, going through different things, and then they all get us over to this little area that has a little grass racetrack. Not too big, just small little racetrack, a little oval, right?
Right.
They then end up doing animal races, like ducks racing against each other and pigs. And I want to say that there was I feel like there was one other animal, but they were doing animal races, and then they had different colors.
That sounds fun.
Little colored bandanas or something on them, so then the kids could choose which color they were going to root for. So they had a full-on racetrack, animal racetrack out at this farm.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
the kids, there was no money being exchanged, hands or anything
of course.
like that. But
Please.
the farmer would be like, "All right, if you think Purple's going to win it, make some noise," and the kids would, yeah, and then they would do the race.
They're trading livestock and stuff like that. They're absolutely there's some transactions
All right,
being had there.
Orange lost. He goes to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids.
Whoever wins stays alive.
All right, now we'll see him get made into bacon. Yeah, it was great though. I still have the video somewhere. The kids just going crazy. Like you said, I don't know if this is a good thing. We're grooming our future gamblers of America.
Yeah, hey man. However, they're going to do it anyway. They're well aware of how to gamble. There's not very many firewalls on these websites for gambling.
No, there is not. Well, anyways, hope your Saturday's going well, and I hope your Sunday goes well. I hope your Sunday night goes well, because I hope it ends with the Blazers' victory out there. Everybody, probably not going to happen.
Has to,
but
hey man, I disagree.
Oh, Rashad, here it is. Here it is. Tell me what you think's going to happen this series. Tell me what you think can happen in this series.
Hey man. None of us know anything. None of us are pontificators.
That's not what you were saying an hour ago during the commercial break.
Listen, I'm confident in my team. I don't know about you guys. I can clearly we're not, and I understand that. But we've never seen this team healthy. That's the one question we've had about this Blazers team all year is who the hell are they and what do they look like? Because they clearly have talent, but we've never seen it together. And when I look at the numbers as far as rebounds, steals, all the stuff, in most cases, the Blazers rank higher than San Antonio in a whole lot of categories. Don't believe me, just go look. I'm not saying whatever.
Yeah, but San Antonio does rank more than them in a very
and
important
wins,
category.
Sure, wins. That's fine. They've also been healthy of the entire season, except for Wembanyama certain parts, but he still played enough games to be eligible for MVP. So what are we saying? And I understand that. I understand what everybody's saying. I just got supreme confidence in my team. And so go ahead and go out there and compete. Defensively, the Blazers have been one of the best defensive teams in the league since the start of March. And it didn't hurt that you started to get everybody back on your roster and healthy. And some guys don't need to score to be a big presence for this Blazers team. This, as much as we love San Antonio, and they are really, really great, outside of Harrison Barnes, what experience do they really have in the playoffs?
De'Aaron Fox has that one series with the Kings when they lost to the Warriors.
Did they light the beam?
I think they just do that after a win, right?
Yeah, I think they got one of those.
I was going to say
no, they take them to 7. I can't remember.
That was a 7-game series.
Was it?
Yeah. But yeah, I hear you. There's definitely the inexperience factor with this team, but I don't know, man. It's just
I understand. They've been so good, and Wemby's so good, and he hasn't played. And that's the one thing everybody keeps saying, fellas, is Wemby hasn't played in those games. Well, a lot of our guys hadn't played in all those games that we played against San Antonio, and one of them.
You know what I think you're getting in this playoff series? I think you're getting a potential Olympic center matchup preview of the 2032 Olympics, maybe. Donovan Clingan, Team USA, Victor Wembanyama, Team France. I can see it.
That would be good.
2032. I can see that.
Clingan can stretch the floor. He can shoot the three. You know, so I mean, I could definitely see that.
I see. That's the one matchup I think that everybody is curious, and really just not just that singular matchup, but what the Blazers are going to throw out to stop Wemby.
I think the one thing that you can do as the Blazers, if you've watched Wemby this year, there's not a whole lot you can do to stop him. If we're just being completely 100 with each other, he's 7'6", can put the ball on the floor, can move past you, can shoot over you. There's not a lot you can do about it.
Maybe we throw Vic Krejci out there and pull some sort of wrestling move to take his knee out or something like that.
I honestly think the one person that would be good against him would be a Rob Williams. Where Wemby kind of struggles is when you get guys that can get under him and kind of muscle him a little bit and push him around. And Rob Williams is he's mobile enough to be able to move side to side. Once Clingan gets out on the perimeter against Wemby, it's a wrap. There's nothing we can do. He's going to dribble past him because he's not quick enough laterally. And so I think the one thing you could do is get Rob to muscle him, push him out of his spots. I'm good with Wemby taking a bunch of jump shots to beat you instead of being number one in the paint and just demolishing you that way.
Well, why don't we throw Young at him?
I mean, you're going to have to throw some fouls at him. Throw as many as you can. Young can't stay in front of him either.
Hey, he's got 6 fouls. Might as well use them.
Young can't stay in front of him either.
Yeah. That might be.
I think you're going to have to
foul him.
You're going to have to. You're going to have to get very, very physical. This is the one thing I've loved about this Portland team since March 1st. Defensively, they're on everybody's ass. You're not just going to come in there and drive against them. You're not just going to have your way with them. When they're committed defensively, and a lot of it starts with Drew Holiday and Matisse Thybulle, and obviously Kamara, who's going to be first or second team all defense this year again. But yeah, I think once those guys get it going defensively, they're a tough team to beat, man. So I'm not saying they beat San Antonio or anything like that, but I'm saying I love this team's chances. I'm not like everybody else. I see a 10-point spread. That's crazy to me. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different than everybody else, but I'm looking at the fact that the Blazers shoot the 3-point ball a little bit better than San Antonio. The Blazers, they take more 3-point shots because they have a Wemby if you're in San Antonio, and then they protect the rim well. They play defense well, and everybody knows playoff basketball starts with defensive intensity, and the Blazers are right underneath OKC as far as defensive rating.
Wemby did not play in their last game that the Blazers
didn't
played
play
against
any of
them. And I was just going to say I saw that he didn't play the one in January, and I was curious about the first game. He didn't play in that first game either, huh?
No.
Back in, what was that, November. Yeah, so this will be the first time that the Blazers see Wembanyama all season long. Yeah,
he's so good, man. Damn it.
I don't know. There's part of me with this Blazers team is that they've had very rare moments of just getting dog walked this year, and they've been competitive. There was that one stat you told me or someone else about them being the only team to have gotten a win against the Thunder, the Spurs, the Lakers, all these teams this year.
The teams, yeah.
But granted, again, their one win against the Spurs, no Wemby. Them beating the Lakers earlier in the season, they didn't have Luka or anybody playing in that game, I don't think.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers a couple times this season, though.
But earlier in the season, they showed their flashes of okay, this team may not beat these better teams, but they're going to hang. Is kind of what this Blazers team has done all season, is that the better teams are better than you, but you aren't going to go out easy. And that's what I expected in the Spurs series. I expect it to be a 5-game series. Blazers get one of them, but 2 to 3 of those, I would say 2 of those Spurs games, just, close. Not to the point where the Spurs are having to get game winners off and or Blazers are blowing leads. Just Spurs keeping them at arm's length, 6 to 10 point leads and just able to seal out a game. And then I anticipate probably one game them to just, blow the Blazers out, win by 30.
I don't know, man. With the exception of Wemby, I really like how this team matches up with the Spurs.
Hey, they're healthy, they're long, they're lanky, lanky, athletic. I get it, man.
I think they play defense, and they play defense together. And now that you're getting Shaedon back, and he's finally getting back to Shaedon Sharp-ish, you got 20 points a game that you just inserted back into your lineup.
Well, okay, so, let's take a break because I want to ask this: with this Blazers team being fully healthy, having all the players at the disposal now, Is this a moment where Thiago can almost paralysis by analysis overcomplicate things, and maybe by having so many players available now, either play the wrong lineup, do something wrong, not play someone? Is there an opportunity for that to happen now? Or is it the opposite where it's like, no, we are finally healthy, so it should be better? What's kind of your view on that? Because, again, I think I can be a little bit cynical when it comes to this team sometimes, so that's just the one thing that worries me. I want us to think about this matchup a little bit more, get to more Blazers-Spurs playoff matchup next year. Sports Saturday, Fan Sports Network.
For over 75 years, Rick Riel Farm Supply has been your one-stop shop for all those outdoor power.
I completely forgot about this the other night. Rashad and I were just talking about it. At the end, near the end of the game, Denny Avdia gets one of the layups.
Yes.
Turns away and then turns right back to the referee and yells in his face, "That was an effing foul and one."
That was so great.
I don't know how Denny doesn't get teed up a lot.
To the point where literally like Jeremy Grant and Drew Holiday were having to like
that's enough.
Turn him around and push him away and like push him back to the.
That's enough, bro.
Jeremy's face was just like, "Bro, what are you on right now?"
Hey, he's fired up.
But he was fired up.
I'm not mad at it. Denny was fired up, but at the same time,
so funny.
Denny, have we noticed that he gets away with that a lot? Like Denny chirps and barks at the referee all game.
Dude, we just saw a guy last night who has been getting away with it for years in Draymond Green.
Getting away with it?
What, chirping and yelling
he
at
gets away with it?
a lot more than other players.
Oh no, they tossed Draymond's ass out real fast.
Dude, how many times have we seen clips of him just dressing down an official?
Didn't he just get a technical the other day? And I don't know, and went to go talk to Steve Kerr. Like, he gets technicals a lot.
Yeah, he gets because he deserves them. He also doesn't get a lot because he, for some reason.
Oh no, Draymond gets teed up every game.
No, he does not.
Just about every game.
Yeah, when
who led the league in technicals this year?
When Steph's not playing, rightfully so.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. He gets teed up every game.
Yeah, but also we have been seeing him for years screaming and yelling at officials. And so, hey, if Denny is going to be screaming and yelling at officials and not getting teed up for it.
Well, at least Denny's getting fouled. Like, I mean, for Draymond, I don't care about Draymond getting fouled. You weren't going to make that anyway in most cases. But Denny, something different. But
to Denny's point for that, the first call of the game, Scoot, where he fouled Jalen Green or whatever it was, or Devin Booker, and it was an and one. He barely.
The officiating was ass.
So Denny, I think it wasn't necessarily just a general foul from game to game, but the way that was being called, yeah.
All I'm saying is Denny is always barking at the ref every single game.
Oh yeah.
Every game.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the more annoying parts about Denny's game.
Dame did that too. Dame wasn't like yelling, but Dame was always like every call, like what? What do you?
Dame more worked the refs, I feel like, instead of yelled at them all the time.
No, he didn't yell at them, but after every call, it was a what do you? No. What do you mean?
Well, Blazers, they will start their series 6 o'clock tomorrow against the Spurs. And I asked the question going into the break is that the Blazers have all of these dudes now. Like, they're to the point where they don't have to play CD Sissoko. They don't have to play Blake Wesley. They don't have to play they have 10 to 12 dudes on that roster now that are playable. And that's where I wonder with Tiago now having all these players available, it would have been nice if this could have happened like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago to get everybody back, just so he would have enough time to figure out who gels with who works well with who, what's a good lineup. Because I felt like we were running into that a little bit the other night with the Suns. And again, it's all it's matchup based. It's who you're up against, what gives you the best chance to win that specific game. So, but here's the thing with the playoff series is you're playing the same team over at least 4 games. So you are going to you have to figure out how to beat that team specifically. So what we're going to see line up, who's playing who, it's all just going to be based off of what is going to give us the best chance to win this series specifically. It's not I don't think it's going to be an indictment or a compliment about someone's game or their future of this team if they are or not getting playing time. Now, there are a few players in here in this series where it's like you want to see them have a moment. You want to see specific players in this series have their time to shine and be like, there it is. Yeah. That's what we've been waiting for. This is why we need him a part of our future plans.
Yeah.
Scoot and Shaden, 2 players right away that I go to. It's like, show me something this series. You don't have to win this series. You guys just got to show me something. Scoot, I feel like the last couple weeks has been playing a little bit better. Defensively, he's been on guys.
Settled into his role.
Yeah, he's starting just, like you said, getting a little bit more comfortable. Those are 2 guys I need to see something from right away. I think there are some guys, some role players that it's like, you need to show us that you are a vital piece of this team going forward. Just random little pieces on the bench coming off of the starting lineup. Like I said, don't got to win the series, but we got a lot of question marks on this roster, a lot of dudes, a lot of guys I think would be great in the trade package.
Yeah,
so let's find out who we want on this team going forward and who's someone that, essentially is expendable.
And this is a big summer for a lot of people. One, Scoot Henderson and some others that may have a contract situation coming up. And so, of course, you want to play well. You want to go out there and really, really perform, in the playoffs. But honestly, I'm thinking it's more than that, for this team now. Like, the Blazers have been playing, and maybe we're too close to the situation, right? We've seen too much of this team, because the one thing I've been doing this last 4 or 5 days is I've been looking at the national broadcast and what other writers are saying about this Blazers team.
Yeah,
I think we've become a little cynical because we've had such a crappy experience with our Blazer fandom over the last, for me, 43 years almost. Yep. 20 or 30 some odd years for you, 30 some odd years for you, Jordan. So it's hard for us to be positive about what we're looking at. But when I'm looking at what Phoenix is saying about the Blazers, And when I'm looking at what some of these other writers around the country, specifically in the West Coast, are saying about our teams, like, they see the talent. They see what we can be, and they see what they are able to do, and they recognize that they've been the most hurt team in the NBA that's not named the Dallas Mavericks. By the metrics, the Blazers have been the second most injured team in the entire NBA next to the Dallas Mavericks. And here they are in the 7th seed of the NBA, and finally, they've been playing well. They've been playing some of the best basketball they've played all season as they got ready to kind of go into the playoffs. And so the one thing you want to be in the playoffs is hot. And I think they have a lot of momentum and they have a lot of confidence after beating the Clippers, after going ahead and beating the Suns the way they did and coming back. I think you're looking at a team that they have nothing to lose. You're playing with house money. You're supposed to lose this series, right? You have absolutely nothing to lose if you're the Trailblazers because you are a 10.5 point underdog tonight. That means they expect you to lose by double digits, maybe more. You go out there and hoop and shock the world. That's why I think this team can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as I said in the segment before, I think they can just make it competitive. I think that you're going to get one game where San Antonio just runs them out of the building. You know, I feel like that's like standard NBA playoff series. With the better team,
blowout.
They get
for
one
sure.
of those.
There's at least one.
Blazers, I feel like, are going to win a close one. San Antonio is going to win a couple close ones. And then I think they're going to have one that is just well in control, where they have control of the game, and so that gives them their 4. But I don't think it's going to be an embarrassing showing by any means. I think that we're going to learn a lot about this Blazers team, while also, again, trying to keep in mind that what Tiago does out there, who he plays and who he decides not to play, is more matchup predicated more so than future plan predicated. And again, I just think it sucks where I was just like, man, I wish Tiago could have gotten these guys 2-3 weeks earlier.
For sure.
So that way he's figuring out what works, who plays well together, what matchups, what lineups are good for this series in this instance. And so he's going to have to be figuring that out on the fly a little bit.
Yeah, I think really for Tiago, it's back to the blueprint. You know, that I think we are closer to that team that we saw at the beginning of the year, that first 6-7 games of the season, than we are that team that we saw at the middle of the season. I think the team that we're seeing now is getting back to what we saw at the beginning. I'm talking about that team that beat up on Golden State in the second game of the season and should have beat Minnesota in the first game of the season. It just came up a little short in that one. But then that team that ended up beating Denver and OKC within 3 games, you know, and so I think we're closer to them than we are this team right here. And so, yeah, man, I'm like I said, I'm confident and maybe overly confident just because I know what this team can do. And I want to ask you both a quick question real quick. Do you think, and you can be real because I expect you to, is this Blazers team as talented as that Indiana squad from last year?
As talented?
Yes.
No.
I mean, yeah, I would say that. Now, granted, the ball bounced pretty well for Indiana in that playoff
in a lot of games.
It did, but man,
I'm just asking, like from a talent perspective, like would you say that this Blazers team is as talented as that Indiana squad?
I mean, they had Ben Mather and they had T.J. McConnell. Like they have so many guys that
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, thank you. So many guys that can come off before he signed with the Bucks. Miles Turner, losing him was a huge blow for the Pacers. If you look at like 1 through 8 for Indiana versus Portland. Yeah, Portland's got like 10 guys that they can play, and like the Chris Murray, you know, or maybe the Robert Williams defensive effort coming off the bench is huge, but just overall, consistently game to game, shooting wise, and just better team. That's Indiana.
Well, I think that also just that Indiana team, sometimes it is just flash in a pan and just right timing. I mean, Nesmith and Nembhard.
That's kind of my point.
Nesmith and Nembhard were balling out.
Ben Mathurin was benched for the most part, and for the Clippers, like towards the end of the season. He's been pretty trash. Like he was good at certain points of the playoffs last year, but I bring them up is to say like nobody expected that Indiana team to do anything. They were a 4 seed too, but still every series they were going into was like, yeah, they're going to lose 4-2 Milwaukee. They should lose to Cleveland 4-1, 4-2 to Cleveland. Yeah, this should be the one the Knicks beat them up 4-2. They're definitely going to get swept by OKC. And every single series, they made it a thing. Why? Because they played defense and they played to the whistle. If this team plays defense the way that we've been seeing them play and they play to the whistle, I think anything is possible.
All right, take a quick break. Right now, Raptors Cavaliers Game 1 is underway on Amazon Prime. 3:09 left to go in the first quarter, and it is 21-20. Toronto Raptors lead
good little game
by 1 early on in that one. Sorry to take away your update there, Jordan. Sorry. It's not cool, dude. It's not. No, I got to be better. I
mean, updates are kind of old news, anyways, right?
Hey, no. I mean, we get breaking news. That's always best is when you get breaking news and you're the first one to break it via update.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
That'll get your producer pants tight.
Makes you feel good.
All right, get to some more playoff basketball, Blazers basketball, and a couple reports about some owner decisions, offseason and playoff related. Get to that here.
Hey.
On Sports Saturday, but first, Schultz, take it away with a Sports Center update, my friend.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, yes, as he just heard, the NBA playoffs, not the play-in, but the playoffs officially getting going this morning. Prime Video is your option to view Game 1 between the Cavaliers and Raptors right now. About 3 minutes to go in the first quarter in that one, and Toronto leads Cleveland 21-18. James Harden, 7 points to lead all scorers. Scotty Barnes with 6 points early on for Toronto. Of course, your Blazers in action tomorrow, Game 1 of their first-round Western Conference Series. 2-seed v 7-seed against the San Antonio Spurs. No local option to view that, so it's going to be on NBC and Peacock with a 6 o'clock tip. Once again, that's tomorrow night. The Blazers are 10.5-point underdogs for that one. Over to the PGA happening right now. RBC Heritage over in South Carolina. Matt Fitzpatrick atop the leaderboard at 14 under. Victor Hovland in second place, just a stroke behind him at 13 under. And the Portland Timbers hitting the pitch tonight, taking on Minnesota United FC. They will get going at 5:30 on Apple TV. Make sure you stick around right here on the Fan Sports Network. All day coverage gets going at 4:30. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Portland Perks.
masterpiece. Looking for a dunk like an athlete. Big drip, what you call it? Big drip. Ice chain, peeled water.
Welcome back into Sports Saturday.
We should really bottle and sell what we talk about
Some of
during
these
the
commercial
breaks.
break stuff, yeah. It's a real shame.
Yeah.
I'll say it. Do you think Steph Curry sits in the cuck chair? He's in the corner of the room with his wife.
I mean,
I think he is.
I mean, listen, I'm not a chauvinist. I'm not a chauvinist, but I feel like, man, Steph is a simp.
So
I mean, great player, one of the greatest we've ever seen. I think Steph's a simp.
I think Steph. Yeah, he's sitting in the corner of the room.
The way Aisha disrespects that man on a consistent level, like, hey, man.
The reason this conversation spurned, it just showed Del Curry. He's calling the game for the Raptors Cavs right now, and I was just like, man, Steph Curry is like, I was like, he was born into the wrong family. Like he is too good for his family. Like even his like wife, who he married to, like everyone around him, immediate family wise, he is too good for them. Like his dad cheated on his mom. His mom's thirsty. His wife is thirsty.
Yeah.
Saying stuff on podcasts and TV shows about
How come you don't look at me? Like, what?
Yeah, about wanting to be with other men.
And Aisha is beautiful. Like, what are you talking about?
And Steph is just very much just like, well, you know.
Well,
you
can't publicly blast your wife like that, for one.
She does it to him,
but you all know that it
all the time.
It goes the other way because there's a power dynamic there because he's got the money, he's kind of the provider in that situation. So
hey, she's got a cookbook, doesn't she?
Bro, have you seen? She had a show.
Did you see
Did you see the S that she's making?
She's got some cook. Doesn't she have like her own cookware?
It
like
requires the experience of an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
I could make eggs and grilled cheese at like 11, 12 years old.
Listen.
But when you're out there publicly speaking like that and you're wondering, oh, hey, is he a simp? If she's out there saying like, why isn't anybody looking at me? No. He's not, because everybody knows he's Steph Curry. Guys, there are certain realms of...
Oh, boy, here we go.
No, well, just once you get to a certain level in society, for instance, no one ain't messing with LeBron's lady, right? No one ain't messing with, like, there's just a level that you get to that people will not try to, you know... In the regular world of, like, I work with a sales guy, an a-hole might try to bleep his wife or whatever, but... If it's LeBron James, no one trying to bleep your wife, bro. If you're Steph Curry, no one trying to do that to you. They're just don't.
They're definitely trying to do it. I think one of
No.
the wives is making herself available, just like, yes, I like that attention. And the other wife is Savannah saying, I don't think people know what she sounds like. I don't think people know what her voice sounds like.
Nope.
Savannah. We've never heard her talk. You know what I mean? And we've seen it on the documentary and everything. But yes, I'm with you. I think Steph is great dude, great, but you can tell who's wearing the pants, in that house. It's not Stephen.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him at a Benson Boone
Not
concert,
Wardell.
I was like, okay. Like singing along, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Steph.
Yeah, you're a different dude, bro.
You're showing your cards here.
You're a different dude, bro.
All right. Anyways, back to playoff basketball here. There's been some reports, some rumors, some things going around the Blazers organization, playoff related and non-playoff related. Where do you want to go first with these reports, these rumors concerning the Blazers ownership? Do you want to go playoff? You want to go off-season related? Where do you want to start?
Let's start at the playoffs and let's work our way up.
The playoffs? Well, Rashad, this town very well may finally burn down over T-shirt gate. 2026 playoff T-shirt. It was reported that for games 3 and 4 that will be here in Portland at the Moda Center, there will not be any playoff T-shirts for fans.
What?
At the Moda Center. I know.
For as much as those tickets are?
Why even go? Why even be in the playoffs?
If you're not going to give the fans something to...
You know what? Just
You don't want us to
cancel it.
match?
Just forfeit the series. If we're not getting T-shirts at the Moda Center, if I'm not getting a crappy Gildan T-shirt that shrinks 3 sizes after the first wash, what are we doing?
That's not the point.
Why are we here?
It's not the point. The point is for everybody
Look
to
at
be
these
decent
happy
and in
fans
order.
in Cleveland all wearing the same shirt. They all got shirts.
Look how stupid they look, right?
They look like they're having fun.
Yeah, that's stupid. They look dumb. Everybody's wearing the same thing, like a bunch of jackasses.
Well, everybody was all hot and bothered and had their panties in a bunch about no T-shirts for
I think it's
games
stupid.
3 and 4.
I think it's stupid.
What?
That you
we're-
don't have T-shirts. That's dumb.
I think the T-shirt thing is stupid, anyways. I think we
They're usually kind of ugly.
I think we jumped the shark on T-shirts like 10 seasons ago, where we were just doing them for every single game. I felt like they were only for like special occasions, like special moments. Now I feel like any game with stakes, it's like boom, T-shirts. We're giving it away.
Playoffs. I'm sure Blazer fans want a playoff T-shirt for the first time in 5 years.
I'm sorry. Game 3 of the first round.
Yeah.
As a 7 seed.
It's called a whiteout.
Don't need a T-shirt.
It's called a whiteout.
Give
everybody a white T-shirt. Let them do their thing. And with the Moda Center as loud as it usually gets, that could have been really cool. But Dundon is a listen.
Wait. Don't you say it.
I'm gonna stop.
Don't you say it because I know
ahead.
where you're going.
You finish. You go ahead and finish, bro.
I know where you're going.
I'm sorry.
How cheap is this new owner?
Well, hold on, guys. There is kind of a follow-up to this story, too.
That's where I'm going.
Exactly.
That's where
I want to let you finish.
Let's finish this up because there is a reprieve.
But that's been the initial reaction. Is like, oh my God, no shirts. How cheap is this organization going to be? Well, this from co-owner Shield Tile of the Portland Trailblazers. Rip City, you won't wear this one, but you'll make sure everyone sees it. Moda will be rocking Friday night. LFG Trailblazers. That comes from the co-owner. What could it be? Now he's got me all thinking.
It's rally towels.
Just a towel.
Yeah,
rally towels.
Rally towels.
Boomsticks.
Yeah.
Everyone gets boomsticks.
Yeah, not just by the free throw line.
Everyone gets boomsticks.
I like rally towels better than T-shirts, if that's the case. If it ends up being a towel.
You won't wear this one, but you'll make sure everyone sees it.
So that's probably a rally towel. And shaking towels, like honestly, to me,
but I'm not caring. Like again, the whole the last line. I'm like trying to break down this riddle. Make sure everyone sees it. Like, am I going to be carrying my towel around town? Like,
well, no, but during the game, you're going to be shaking it. That's what rally towels are for. It's like when I was for the first time ever for me in the playoffs for a Seattle Mariners game, we were shaking our rally towels throughout the entire game, and frankly. I see NFL teams doing rally towels for playoff games.
Give glow sticks or something.
Yeah, something like that. But like, it's colorful. It's
pinwheels?
simple.
He's hyping it up though. He's hyping it up by saying like, you won't wear this one, but you'll make sure everyone sees it.
This is gonna be trash.
Moda will be.
Well, so are the T-shirts. The T-shirts
at least the T-shirt is something I can work out in. The
trash.
T-shirt is something I can use that. If I don't want it,
I don't need
give it to
another
somebody
one.
else. Like it's cool. How many playoff T-shirts do you have?
I think I have
4.
3.
There you go.
We don't
In our
need
entire
them.
lives, we got 3 playoff T-shirts.
What would get you excited? What if you get to your seat at the game 3 and you get there and you're like, what?
A free beer.
That'd be nice. I mean,
Something like, I think a beverage would be cool. Not even a beer, but if you wanted to go get because people don't drink, get yourself a soda, a water, or something from one of the, that would be helpful.
Like a Blazers playoff themed cup.
cup,
Here's a
old school
refillable.
cups.
Go to the soda fountains.
Yeah.
This is for you, free for the game. Seriously, that would probably make a lot of fans happier
One
than a
free
freaking
soda
T-shirt
for everybody.
or towel.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
I'd
how
take
great
that.
would it be if it was a voucher for 1 free chalupa?
We had these left over.
If you want to endear yourself with the
They
Rip
say
City,
best used by 99.
yeah,
That's funny.
Expired 25 years ago. Yeah. Now I think that
Good
that
idea,
would
Joe.
be how you get some points with Blazers fans immediately is by giving everybody that shows up to Game 3 a free chalupa. Just right away. Don't even need 100
Just
points.
put it on the seat.
Yeah,
Put a bunch of chalupas on the seats.
Chalupa.
Just 20,000
Yeah.
chalupas just sitting there.
Somebody's gonna come and like, hey man, I think somebody took my chalupa.
Lukewarm chalupas
Yeah.
just sitting in the seat.
Of the cheese sauce just dripping down. God.
Yeah, that'd be great. No, but I mean, I think you have to do something. Like as a
Gross.
fan, we never.
Well, they're
going to
do something. It's just a matter of what.
It better be cool, and something you can't wear. So it's not going to be something that's
you won't
cool.
wear this, but you'll make sure everyone sees it.
Cool, man.
It's like a foam finger, or it's.
But you wear a foam finger.
See, yeah.
So
OF, yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not a foam finger.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's not a turnover chain. Like what is it? Like
Vuvuzela. Someone
Yeah.
says on the text
Oh,
line.
Vuvuzela.
20,000 Vuvuzelas.
Yeah, that'd be
The
cool,
World
I
Cup
guess.
from like 2016 back here, yeah.
Yeah, they got me curious now though. They're giving us riddles. This is fun. I like this ownership group already. They're fun. Giving me a riddle to try and figure out what they're going to give away.
They
at
keep
the
us
Moda
guessing,
Center,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
Game 3, Game 4. It's going to be rocking, says Shield Tile. They're going to have some gift. I don't know what it is. Text in. We got 15 minutes here left in the show. 503-864-6326. What would actually get you excited if you wound up at your seat? Within the grounds of reality. Okay. Like, oh my God, I'm smoking on model right at my seat. This is wonderful.
Yeah, right.
Within the grounds of reality and the hint from Shield Tile saying that you won't wear it, but you'll make sure everyone sees it.
Like, what are the cheapest swag items they have? Like, put some Blazer socks in everybody's
trendy
thing.
right
like,
now
yeah,
too.
Like,
Like fidget spinner. Kids still like those?
I don't
Shit,
know.
genuinely, like, give me a koozie or something.
I don't think so.
Kids still into those fidget spinners?
Some Blazer bandanas, like something. I don't know, man. There's nothing really cool that I'm gonna wear anyway because I've never worn the T-shirt. But number one, they're all like larges or mediums.
Yeah,
in
or
every seat.
XLs or whatever.
So yeah, so if I get to a seat and that's not my size, then it's all for nothing. That becomes a rally towel all of a sudden.
Yeah, I hope it's kind of like, what is it? A couple weeks ago, we went through our promo closet and cleaned out like our storage unit of all our like radio station,
all the 1080 stuff,
tchotchkes and stuff from our sister stations and everything like that. What
bunch
if that?
Bunch of calendars of fangirls and stuff. Yeah.
What if they just do that? They just like emptied out the promo closet and just every seat has something different.
Man, here's
like,
a 2004 Blazers bobblehead. Here you go.
Yeah, here's a Sergio Rodriguez keychain.
Yes.
It's just
Oh man.
it's just
Sergio.
something different but completely random the entire time.
Sergio. We let him wear number 11.
Is
I
there
don't
a
know why.
signed photo of Joel Prisbilla?
Oh my god.
The Thrilla? I'd actually put that up on my wall.
That would
man.
be a good man cave piece
That'd
right
be
there.
perfect.
Yeah,
I love me some Joel Prisbilla, man.
Someone text in Brandon Roy bobblehead. I get
Okay.
you.
Hey, to lead into your past, how about hand out a bunch of Quintel Woods trading cards?
I have one thing they could do that I think would make us really happy. Retire the former Blazers. Maybe if we're going to be
all
at
at
these
once?
games, not all at once, but shoot, if we're going to be at this game, like there's no reason that we still haven't retired Sabonis' number. There's no reason that we still haven't retired Damon Stoudemire, who was from Portland. Like, I mean, I think there are some things that they can do that would appease fans that maybe we don't even care about leaving with something. If we were there the night that Rashid went into the rafters, I think that would be pretty cool.
Rashid will never go into the Raptors because they've already retired 2 number 30s, and that's another reason why I think Rashid did not come back here.
It's the most Blazers thing ever.
No, it's just so dumb. And also, if Dave Twardzik freaking, if Larry Steele's freaking number is hanging in the Raptors, Damon Stoudemire should be too. It's uneffing believable.
There's Lola Marcus either.
Genuinely, Brandon Roy at this point qualifies. His number
Absolutely.
7 should be hanging in the Raptors the way that Portland retires numbers. It's just, God, we're dumb here.
Blazer pins to pin on your shirt for everyone. So therefore, not shirts, not Blazer shirts, Blazer pins.
I'm not a brooch guy.
So I can pin it to my lapel? Like, what are we talking about?
You're not a brooch guy?
No, yeah. Walk around, see Joe. I could see you rocking like a bunch of brooches.
Oh no!
Like I'm a sexy brooch.
Like
man.
Ryan Clark. He rocks.
Yeah,
the
Ryan
brooch.
Clark. Is definitely
he rocks
he's confident enough to wear the brooch.
He rocks an RC like branded logo brooch.
I like it.
Wow.
You gotta brand yourself somehow. I like it.
Nah.
Does he also refer to himself in the third person?
Is there anything douchier than having a brooch that you wear when doing media hits of your initials as a man?
If you also wear the scarf indoors.
How's
I
it-
hate the neck scarf indoor move.
How's it
You are a
any
douche.
different than the shoe with your logo on it or your
'Cause
whatever?
It's a shoe.
And it's
Okay, I'm wearing it. Like,
it's
I get
a
it.
brooch.
Yeah,
and you're
it's a
Ryan.
brooch.
You're Ryan Clark.
Do people buy
So?
brooches
And you're not even
that have
playing. You're
people's
not
names on them?
You're not even playing anymore.
It's a fashion statement, fellas.
Yeah, well, it's a bad one.
Man, all you wear is hoodies. I don't think you have anything other than Mariners gear, Jordan.
Hey!
Like, it's a fashion
What are you
statement,
talking
fellas.
about? I do.
Hey, I think Rashad's trying to say he's the most fashionable person on this show.
Oh, 100%.
I think that was a slight dig.
That's 1,000%. That's not a dig. I'm just saying that's a real thing. You guys know it. Come on, don't do that.
You do have that Andre 3000
Yeah.
beanie.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it.
Automatically puts you. in
Got to
first
hide
place.
the hair.
All right, let's wrap things up here next. Sports Saturday, Fan Sports Network.
Nicer weather means it's time for some exterior upgrades.
Blazery week. Very Blazery show. A couple things we didn't get to is that documentary came out. I have yet to watch it, and I blame Jason Sukanik for it because he came on air and took an absolutely steaming dump all over it. And so usually when you're like, oh, I want to watch something, and then someone tells you how terrible it is and how it was a waste of time, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I don't really want to watch it now.
There's a lot they left out. I mean, it was only, 70 minutes long, an hour and 10 minutes or so was the total runtime.
You guys can tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
From what I gather is that if you are not, similar to what you're saying is that we know this team so well, if you are not from here and you don't know about the Jailblazers era and you live in Memphis or whatever and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea that it was this bad, then it's okay in that context.
Yeah.
But for us who live through it and know damn near everything at this point, it was kind of just surface level stuff and not really, and they didn't get to like some of the Quintel Woods, Ruben Patterson stuff. Like it was,
they brought him up, but they didn't really get into it.
Yeah,
I wanted them to ask Damon Studham. I love Damon, all right, and actually, I don't think it's really revealing anything that he's obviously one of the best case scenarios as far as like a guy who messed up when he was younger, now coming out and being he was coaching Georgia Tech, like just one of the best representatives of what like an athlete and a person can be, helping lead young minds. But I wanted them to ask, and they brought it up, why he decided to wrap the foil on the weed. They literally, in the airport, they brought that up for like 2 seconds, and then they moved on. That's just one example of a lot of questions about all the other stuff that happened too that they left out. I think the deepest dive they did, and there were details that we didn't know about until this documentary came out, was the yellow Hummer. And Damon and Rashid getting pulled over after smoking a joint coming back from
and
a
the
Supersonics
team passing
Blazers
them
game.
like,
yeah, that was about the deepest dive I feel like that
funny.
the whole documentary had. And in my opinion, like I said, it was 70 minutes. It would have been a much better documentary if it were like one of those 2 or 3 episode ones, like an hour and a half each episode, 3 episodes. You kind of have, one episode really deep diving into 1 or 2 things each. And I just feel like there was so much left on the table.
Yeah, I'm going to probably end up watching it.
You should.
Tonight or tomorrow with my son, just because, again, him being 13, he doesn't know anything about the Jailblazers era. So he'll at least get some context there, and then I can explain to him anything else that isn't in there as also. Because, I think it'll be an interesting watch for him more so than me.
So the timing of the doc was perfect because it came out the same day as the play-in game, right? So I was already kind of gassed up based on the Blazers win that I was like, yes, let's watch this doc. And then instantly it made me sad, just at certain parts. But Suk wasn't wrong. I don't think it sucked at all. But I think we know the story. We know the story very well from being from Portland. That's a well-documented part of this Trailblazer history is the Jailblazers. The name was unfair, and I'll always say that it was a POS writer here in Portland, which I won't give any credence to, that really kind of pushed this narrative of Jailblazers and pushed this narrative of these dudes were bad dudes and kind of helped the city turn on them. They did talk a lot about fans turning on them, but I'll be real, like, they wasn't talking about me. They weren't talking about us. They weren't talking about fans from Northeast Portland and North Portland and all these things. So a lot of times when they talked about they were such a disappointment, it was a bunch of white fans and everything.
Yeah, and they all sound so stupid.
Because guess what?
I'm not going to look up to him anymore. He got caught with weed. Like, how dumb are you?
I was in high school when Rasheed Wallace and Damon Stoudemire would show up at high school games and sit courtside and watch and sign autographs and do little stuff like that. Like I watched him sign a bunch of kids' stuff, and then one kid had an Adidas thing. He's like, man, can't sign that because it's Adidas, but you got anything else for me, I'll sign that stuff. I watched Zach Randolph drop off hundreds and hundreds of bikes and stuff like that to Boys and Girls Clubs and other youth development organizations just with no fanfare. Hey, man, you don't need to call the news. You don't need to call nobody. I just want to drop these off for the kids and stuff like that. So I think they did a lot of good in this city, and so some of us recognize that, but it's unfortunate that that's kind of the imprint that they have of Portland. That's what's always going to be kind of in their mind is this is what the city did to me. Even if you're Damon Stoudemire, you're from Portland, still don't have a connection to the city like that because of the way some fans made them feel.
And Lake Oswego police. I think they have some questions to answer 20 plus years later after that. Like, I don't think we're going to get them, but Lake police, the ones that went into Damon's house because of them responding to a burglar alarm that went off. Like, come on now. We got some questions, y'all.
Yeah, my buddy, and you guys both know my guy, but lived in Lake Oswego for a long time. North Portland kid, and said it was the worst experience of his life, and living in the best neighborhood he's ever lived in. He said, I would never do that again. As a black dude, it's different, especially in 1999, 2000, something like that. But I think it's a good watch, Joe. You should at least check it out and kind of make up your own mind. But yes, Suk was right. It was a lot of stuff that we kind of already knew.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a blazery weekend. A playoff weekend, NBA week, playoff weekend, NHL playoff weekend.
Shooty scars!
We got plenty of action. Plenty of action. Got soccer tomorrow, Joey.
Let's go, Joey. Let's go get it.
Shaylin Valley Soccer Club. Packed weekend.
Let's get it.
Well, appreciate everybody out there hanging out with us on this Saturday, this special edition playoff basketball Saturday. Jordan Schultz, thank you as always, my friend.
Yeah, love you guys. Love you all out there. Go Blazers, baby.
Rashad Taylor,
my
thank
man.
you as always.
My man. Let's go, Zers.
And again, all you listeners out there, thanks for hanging out with us on Sports Saturday on the Fan Sports Network. You will be able to catch us next Saturday at 9 a.m. Until then, peace.
Do you have tech equipment that you no longer use, like laptops, computers, and smart devices? Free Geek safely and securely refurbishes technology and gives it back.